Jenny says, afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you all for your hard work in these Hangouts. I will +1 that. What do you guys use for SEO task management? Any favorite apps or workflow for outsourcers and the like? Oh, Adam's pinging me. Cameraman. Oh, sorry. I got distracted with Facebook Live this time, guys. Okay, so now it should be a bigger video. Okay, SEO task management. No, you know what? I've always used, well, for a long time now, about 2 years now, I've been using Trello for training. But recently, within about the last 4 or 5 weeks now, I've been using an app called Flow, which is like, I should show a demonstration of it real quick. It's freaking fabulous. It's going to be highlighted in that new training course that's launching at the end of this month called Outsource Kingpin. We're talking about that a lot, but I've been using, it's not necessarily an SEO task management tool. It's a workforce management app, and it's really, really cool. And the reason why is any of you that haven't done Trello yet, haven't used Trello, I think it's great for training, like when you're in creating working procedures for specific tasks. Okay, and if you guys aren't familiar with what I mean by working procedures, that's where you take a task and you document how to do it, both in video and with written out or documented steps, like linear steps, step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, in order to complete that task. And so with Trello, I would put tasks into Trello boards that would have the step-by-step process. But it was hard to organize the tasks into higher level projects. At least I found it difficult to. So I find Trello to be awesome for just teaching the working procedures for a particular task. Does that make sense? However, Flow, let me the screen is grabbed. Let me show this to you guys real quick. It's I think it's called getflow.com is the name of the. It's a paid app though. That's the difference. Just so you guys know. Oops. Let's go here. I'll log in and just show you guys. I started using this about 4 or 5 weeks ago with one of the teams that I'm working on, the ATM site building team. And let me show you guys what this looks like, why I like this so much. Because this is like a combination of Trello along with Slack, the chat app, which we use for Semantic Mastery anyways. My partners and I, we're always chatting in Slack. Well, Slack is the developer of this, so everything like integrates. And they also have a time tracking software. It's called Harvest, or getharvest.com, that integrates with this as well, so you can start to actually track the process, the amount of time spent on each task. Like when you start to build an outsourcing team, you can monitor how much time is being assigned or is being spent on every task. And so there you can see who's being more efficient than others, and then you can go and ask, why are why is it taking you twice as long to do something as it is somebody else? Is there something that you don't understand? Do you need some additional tools or whatever? So anyways, this is the app, guys. If you take a look at this, like here's the team that I've been working on, or what they call workspaces. This is ATM site building, and you can see over here some of the projects that we work on. But what I like about this is, for example, if I look at the campaign review, if I come up here and change the view to Kanban, the Kanban view version is the same as Trello. Any of you have seen any me talk about Trello at all before? I always set Trello up this way. This is a technique that I actually learned from Peter Garrity. But that's create these lists: to do, doing, done, and needs attention. So when a VA comes in this case the team leader, this is Hazel, our team leader for this particular team, when she comes in, she grabs this card, which is a task, and drops it in here and then to doing, and then she opens it up and it shows all the tasks that need to be completed, all the what they call subtasks, that she can go right on down the line and check it off. And then when she's done, she puts it in the done list. If something happens and she's unable to complete the entire task, and let's say that she gets down to this point and she gets stuck, then she can drag this over to needs attention, and I'm subscribed to this board, so that when something gets dumped into the needs attention list, I get notified of it, and I can come open it up, and she can actually leave a comment if she wants in the actual task. Let me close this and you'll see it. She can leave comments and say why she had to stop at that particular subtask, and then I can go resolve the issue for her, give her assistance, whatever, and then drag it back over to do once I've resolved the issue, and she can bring it back to and work on it again. So this isn't necessarily an SEO-specific work management app, and hopefully, Jenny, that you weren't asking specifically about an SEO management app, but this one itself, I think, is Flow is really, really cool. It is paid app. Trello is free, but Trello I think is much more difficult to organize stuff into more general projects. So where you combine multiple tasks into overall projects or procedures, does that make sense? And then this one I find to be a lot more have a lot more functionality, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. I'm going to be transitioning, trying to bring in most of all my working procedures into the flow and using it. We're paying for it right now. It's like, I don't know, it's like $59 a month, I think, for up to 10 team members or 10, sub accounts or whatever it is. So it's very valuable though, guys. I found this to be one of the easiest ways to manage a team, and I just started using it like 4 or 5 weeks ago. So
what's good about this is that you can. It's not exclusively for SEO, and it will help you a ton.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been using Trello for a while now, but what's good about this kind of project management or task management is that you will need to go through the hard work of actually splicing or kind of dividing your main task into little tasks for your VAs. You know what I mean? That's what we did with V2, etc. So I think this goes like the two-way. Like it will allow you to actually manage your projects, but it will allow you to actually be more like picky, I would say, with the tasks that you're giving to your VAs, which I think is great.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, what's cool, like I said, in here is they got a chat app. You can create chat rooms and assign specific people to it. You can assign workers, team members. Again, it'll integrate with Harvest. Harvest is this. Like, I'm only pitching this, guys, because I think it's such a good program. This is the other thing. And those of you that are starting to build out teams, this is something that's going to be. I'm working on building out the management procedures right now with Hazel. But as soon as I'm done working with her and building these out, then I'm going to work on bringing the individual builders, which are her subordinates, the people that she manages. We're going to bring all their tasks into here and have it set up in a hierarchy. And that's when we're going to install this Harvest right here, which is the time tracking app that integrates with it. And that way we can start to identify from our workers who's being the most productive and people that aren't being as productive, why. We can address that. We can make sure that they're clocking in every day. They're giving us 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours a week basically, all of this. And so again, this is something that we're going to be integrating into our system. Up until now, I've done everything using just Trello and Google Docs. And that's pretty much it. So